I'm still ahead. Anyway, we have a lot of talent in our church, and we're going to kind of recognize some of these people. But our next individual who's going to perform for us, Joyce Slazeman, that gives a lot of time. And I think Joyce is on the committee. Isn't she on the committee for Joyce and Emily? And they've done a wonderful job. Let's give these ladies a round of hand. It takes a lot to put that stuff on. Joyce has a wonderful voice. She has sang in the choir, and she is now going to entertain us with a song. Joyce Slazeman.
Stuff all around here. Okay, this young man that's going to be younger man is my younger brother, Oral Nichols. He's going to help me out with this. I don't know about you all, but when I was growing up in those formative years, there's just certain music that you just love, you know, and when you think about it today or hear a song, it brings back memories of you know, good things like your teenage breakup or all those dramas that happen in high school or you know, those kind of things. They're kind of fun. So when I heard that one of my favorite 60s songs was set with one of my favorite hymns, my first thought was, well, groovy, awesome. Hope you like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious was that grace appeared the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. When he once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. I see. I see.
George stand, Coach? Oh, thank you.
Give it up again for Joyce. That was beautiful. That was just beautiful, beautiful. House of the Rising Sun, right? That was just really, really nice. Now, it's time to get serious in this evening because they always told us that we needed to keep this program 45 minutes to an hour. So, we had to limit what we could do, but if it gets too short, if some acts drop out, then we have to add stuff. So we decided we needed to add some serious stuff about problem solving. And we're very serious about what we do.
Just when it was getting good.
Serious, yes. We actually get letters from time to time from people, and we help them solve their problems. Darren is going to start. He's got a letter from a lawyer. This, for lack of a better word, we call it Bob and Darren's problem solving.
Yeah, so we got a letter, and it was basically like a record of a conversation a lawyer had with a woman, and this woman was getting a divorce with her husband. So the lawyer asks her, do you have grounds? The woman says, yes, about an acre. The lawyer says, no, do you have a grudge? The lady says, no, but we have a carport. The lawyer says, listen, does he beat you up? The lady says, no, I'm usually up an hour or so before him. The lawyer says, I don't understand why you want to have a divorce. The lady says, well, the man simply can't carry an intelligent conversation.
We receive lots of correspondence and emails, which I don't do. Aaron will read, Darren, he'll read them over. And so we received quite a bit of stuff on marriage, So here's just some thoughts. You can kind of tell whether they come from the man or the woman. But the first one, the gentleman, well, I gave it away. The most difficult years are those following the wedding. Now, that's very prolific. It took a while. They all thought about that for just a minute. In most marriages, the husband is the provider and the wife is the decider.
Yeah.
I heard some very mixed emotions there. Marriage is the case of two people agreeing to change each other's habits. Now, Zsa Zsa Gabor was married 9 times. And maybe you read this. It was the truth. She was married 9 times. And she always said, I kept a great house. Every one after every divorce, she said. She kept them all. And I think her marriage is on the marriage license. It probably should have said to whom it may concern for the guys. All right, just a couple more. A beef stew marriage is when she's always beefing and he's always stewed. I'm not say that in front of the policeman. Okay, the honeymoon is a period between doting and debating. Think about that. Think about that. The last one. If a man is too lazy to think for himself, he should get married. Okay, do we do a joke this time? Do we?
I think it's your turn to start. There's a mine.
It's my turn to start?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
No.
Is it my turn to start? Okay. Did you hear about the politicians' ice hockey team? They all drowned during spring training. Not that anything bad's going on in our country right now or anything like that, right? Okay.
So there was a little girl, and it was Palm Sunday, but she had a sore throat. So she stayed home, and they got back from church, and her dad was telling her, all the things they did, He was explaining how they had the palms, and whenever they came through, people held them over Jesus as he rode by on a colt. And Annie, this little girl who was sick, just was furious all of a sudden. And her dad goes, what's wrong? She goes, wouldn't you know it, the one Sunday I'm sick, Jesus comes by and starts giving out pony rides.
He's doing good.
I'm trying.
He's doing good. I'm doing better. All right. Last year we started maybe a tradition. We called it the St. Paul's Old Time Rock and Rollers. And I thought it would be good to kind of showcase some of our younger people this time. So we're going to have 3 of them sing a song for you. So let's bring on the St. Paul's Old Time Rock and Rollers. Pastor Stephen Zeller's going to help us. Sandy Slazelman's going to help us. So let's welcome them. Give them a round of applause. If you know the words to our songs, don't be afraid to join in. We're waiting on the guitar player. So please join in and help. We might need it. Not those guys. Hey, Carter, you know I'm afraid of lions.
Really?
Really?
Well, it's all right. I think they're all sleeping. Hey, Darren, Yeah.
I saw your girlfriend walking down the street last week with a different guy. Yeah.
Well, I saw my baby walking with another man today. Well, I saw my baby walking with another man today. When I asked her what's the matter, this is what I heard her say. See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. After a while, crocodile. See you later, alligator. See you
wild crocodile.
Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you cramped my style?
Don't you know you never stop?
When I thought of what she told me, nearly made me lose my head. When I thought of what she told me, nearly made me lose my head. But next time that I saw her, reminded her of what she said.
What she said?
See you later, alligator.
See you later, alligator.
After wild crocodile.
After wild crocodile.
See you later, alligator.
See you later, alligator.
After wild crocodile.
After wild crocodile.
Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you cramped my style?
Don't you know you never stop?
She said, I'm sorry, pretty baby. You know my love is just for you. She said, I'm sorry, pretty baby. You know my love is just for you. Won't you say that you'll forgive me? I know you. My bad.
See you later, alligator.
After wild crocodile.
After wild crocodile.
See you later, alligator.
See you later, alligator.
After wild crocodile.
After wild crocodile.
Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you cramped my style?
Don't you know you grab the stop? You know, we've all been there. We've all had our hearts broken. We've all had to look for somebody else. Where were you when the moon was blue?
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my heart could ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own, without a love of my own, without a love of my own.
Beautiful. Beautiful. With a voice like that, she wouldn't be alone in the blue moon. Now I want to give a chance to introduce you to the group. Over here, killing the lions, was Carter Weinberg. Saying goodbye to his girlfriend, Darren Ulrich. Our Blue Moon specialist, Alyssa Weinberg. And on rhythm, Pastor Stephen Zeller. And guitar, Sandy Slazelman. We're also going to have a tradition that everybody is going to help us out. We're going to do 3 choruses of our theme song every year. What is our theme song? Oh, come on, guys. What's the only song I ever knew? You'll catch on. My girl waits for me. it up for our young talent. They did a nice job. Nice job. Have we about run out of jokes, Darren? Because we're about to get some really good music up here now. About to get some really good music. You got another one left?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a joke. I've always
Okay.
got jokes. So, there was a man,
man.
and he had appeared before St. Peter, at heaven's gates. St. Peter talks to him, and he says, have you ever done anything special, anything that's noble that you could brag about? The guy goes, well, yeah, there's this one time I came up on a gang of bikers. They were threatening a young woman. So he said, I approached the largest and most heaviest tattooed biker and smacked him on the head. I kicked over his bike, ripped out his nose ring, and threw it on the ground. Now leave her alone, I yelled. St. Peter, wow. He's like, I'm impressed. He goes, when did this happen? The guy goes, just a couple of minutes ago.
Getting harder to follow this kid. The other night, an older married couple, they had celebrated their it was his 84th birthday. It was their 50th wedding anniversary. And she kind of snuggled up to him that night in bed. And she said, you remember when we snuggled, you used to nibble on my ear? He jumped out of bed. She said, where are you going? He said, to get my teeth. We got some real music coming on now. We've got a lot of talent. I want to take a minute to recognize the talent that we've got in our church. And a lot of people do a lot of things, but we've had Lois Sheen Vibrock on the organ for years. Let's give it up for Lois Sheen, wonderful organ player. Jeanette Von Holten, who will be accompanying us here in a minute. Give it up for Jeanette. Wonderful. Talented. How about Pastor Stephen Zeller? He is a musician, does a lot of good things. And Sandy Slazelman. So without further ado, to sing a couple of songs, St. Paul's Men's Choir.
Every When the men practiced this time, I brought out 5 pieces of music, and they said, are we doing a concert or just a couple songs? Well, some of those we had done before, and I really wanted to do this one. So then tonight I said, well, we'll leave it for an encore. And one of them said, but we really want to sing it, so.
I know what happens. They hid my microphone. I'm on now. Okay. We would like to remind you that the proceeds go to the Show Me Christian Youth Home and the Stover Animal Shelter. Give the men's choir a round of applause again. We'd like to close out on another tradition. We would like to recognize our veterans. If our veterans would stand and put their hands up. You know, we're getting close to the 4th of July. Let's recognize all of our veterans tonight. Veterans, put your hands up. There they are. You bet. You bet. I don't think we give them enough credit, and to all those serving now. We would like to have you all join us in one course of America. They all left. They were supposed to stay. Sorry. Okay. Everybody together. Okay? God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the stars up above. From the mountains to the valleys to the oceans white with snow. God bless America. America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. We'd like to thank you for your attendance tonight.
Wait.
Wait,
We got
what?
a contest going on.
Oh, I won the contest.
I don't think so.
Where's the results?
Where are the judges?
Where's the judges? One of the judges is on the floor here.
You got the results?
Where's the results? Go get that piece of paper. After many, many hours, oh, he's in his pocket? Is
There
it?
you go.
There
He's
it is?
Prepared.
All right. Okay.
I'll let you do the honors.
I did.
I don't know what's going on.
Did you do that? All right, the results. I can't remember how many jokes we had. I know I got this. How could you give me 0?
I don't think that's how it works.
He's the winner. He receives the trophy. Thank the committee. Well, there are pies left. Once again, the proceeds are going to go to the Show Me Christian Youth Home and the Stover Animal Shelter. Thank you so much. Drive carefully. Recognize the flag this 4th of July. Good evening.